This is Draconian Combat, episode 89. We're here with Sam Wallace and Devin McVay. Today we're here doing a face-off for their fight in Hugo, Oklahoma at RDC 22 for the heavyweight championship belt. How y'all doing?
Good.
Feeling good. Feeling good.
Just to get started, I would like to know, just a short intro. Ain't got to be nothing long, nothing like that. Where you guys are training out of, hometown, city, gym, stuff like that. And we can start off with Sam.
Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yep, you're good.
I could. Yeah, you good.
All right, cool. I'm coming out of RDC with Dewan, representing him, but I also am at Westside, so I'm like switching off a lot, on and off. Just to kind of because Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is real big up there at Westside and stuff, and so Bryce and TJ and all those guys up there, that was my old gym, so I just went back to sharpen up my ground and all that. So but Dewan is helping me a lot with my boxing and stuff like that, so I'll go up there for that and come back to Westside, my old gym, and train and get those back into effect and all that.
Yep.
So
That's what's up. What about you, McVay? Or I'm gonna call you Devin. Probably your first name. Probably first name.
But I train out of Myers MMA. My coach Michael. I haven't been there too long, but he's a great coach, great team. We train hard. So, but we're just ready to get active. Been a minute.
And you're fighting at Oklahoma, right?
Yeah, Oklahoma. First time out of state.
Okay. How is the training camp going for you guys? How are you guys feeling? Are you guys training any differently for this fight against each other? How are you feeling going into this championship fight? And we can start off with Devin for this one.
No, I've been feeling real good. Had a lot of fights that got canceled, people backing out. So I've had a lot of time, a lot of training time. Been working on a lot of new stuff, a lot of good stuff. Watched a lot of game, a lot of film. So what I'm saying. We're just ready to get at it. And I feel like it's gonna be a good fight. We both training hard, so we're just ready.
What about you, Sam?
Yeah, man, I'm putting myself through some hell, man. Every day, put myself through hell. So I don't like training and it's easy and shit. So I gotta put myself through a lot of hell, man. So I have a good turnout in the fight. If you lose, if I win or if I lose, I still want a good turnout. You know what I mean? So when I put myself through hell or whatnot, it helps me mentally and physically, man. So Dewan has these training methods that he has, bro, and I like it. And then Westside, there's a guy. Shout out to Skyler, bro. Me and him grappling, bro. He's like a grappling champ down there at Eco, and he's with Westside. But man, shout out to him because he's definitely making it hard. He's athletic like me, very broad, strong. And so it was just great stuff. And then Dewan, he has these methods of striking, and they're new. They're new. They're not something used. I'm not used to that way of striking, but I know it could work. Like boxing and stuff, like Straight Ride and shout out to those guys too. Straight Ride and Major Moves Boxing are coming out of their gyms and stuff sometimes when I was over there sparring with them. It's great stuff. But Dewan's it's sort of like a new method to the strike game. So I like that for sure. So yeah, man. Yeah,
That's
I
what's
think
up.
Devin's a big guy, man. Looks like a big guy. I'm excited, man. For real.
Yeah, I was gonna get down into the matchup specifics, and this question is for both of you. I guess we'll start with Devin. Without you guys giving your game plan away, Devin, you kind of mentioned you've seen some film, you've watched him. Sort of, what do you see as his strengths, and do you see any areas that you feel like you can exploit or you think you might have an advantage in?
I mean, he's been training for a while. What I'm saying? Everybody has their own strengths and weaknesses. Can't expose too much on here,
right.
What game plan wise, what I'm saying? But what I'm saying? We all have our own little game plan we coming up with, but
yeah,
it's gonna be a brawl for sure.
Definitely. Sam, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I know maybe what he's gonna do, but I don't want to like say it out.
Well, no, I understand. I understand. We're not. I'm not trying to make you
me.
guys do that.
My bad. I'm playing, bro.
No, you're good.
My bad, bro. But yeah. This fight, man. I could tell like this will be like a stepping stone, depending on the turnout at the end of the day, because like I respect anybody that gets in that cage, bro, because it's like a lot of stuff that goes down.
Yeah.
Especially like as long as I've been in it and seen like traumatic shit going on and all that, it's a lot of respect to like every fighter that goes in that fucking cage, bro. Because people die in that shit, man. Like,
right.
Real. Shit is so serious. So like, especially in Texas, where I've seen like promotions and stuff, and yeah, man. I don't want to say too much about
Understood.
So yeah, man.
I guess here's a good question then, if we because we don't want to get into specifics about game plans, but and this question's for both of you. Are you guys coming into this fight with a chip on your shoulder, or do you feel like there's something to prove because the title's on the line? Is there an extra edge for either of you coming into this fight? And Sam, we can start with you, then we'll shoot it to Devin.
I lost somebody really I really cared about. So like especially with shit that went down in New York, shit was shitey as hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you, but I get it. It's the fight game. So it's a lot of stuff right now that I have in my mind.
Yeah.
That's pissing me off. And at the end of the day, like we're doing it and we're putting it in the right spot. We're not going and doing other stuff.
You're right.
To jeopardize our future. So this is the spot we can do this and we can let free, and I appreciate my opponent and anyone that takes the fight with me to let me display my skills and my frustration. So nothing personal at all.
Right.
This game is for psychopaths, bro.
Yeah.
For real. So I mean, at the end of the day, like, thanks, bro. It's just gonna be fun for both of us, for sure.
Yep.
So,
Devin, did you want to answer that question about whether you have an edge or a chip on your shoulder going into this fight?
No, I wouldn't say like a chip on my shoulder. I mean, I don't know the guy. I don't know Sam. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it might not even be a chip on your shoulder. I was just going to say it might not even be a chip on your shoulder as it relates to Sam, but just in general, whether it be somebody who might, somebody out there who you might want to prove wrong, or to yourself. I feel
like you know what I'm saying? At first, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of people who didn't want to let me fight or want to book me fight because I came in as an independent fighter, didn't join the gym at all. So, I'm out in the streets just fighting with a guy that went pro. So, he just taught me what he learned. So coming in at a fight where I'm record of 2-0, already getting a title fight, you don't see that too often. So for Dwan and then to give me that opportunity, I got to come out there and prove myself that, I am worth that opportunity. And then I can improve, you know what I'm saying?
No, understood. Michael, did you want to shoot off some more questions you had?
Yeah. Talking about the fight and just leading up to a championship fight. All right, hold on, Adrian, I'll put you on. Leading up to a championship fight. This question I like to ask fighters. You got the nerves going, your head's all over the place. What are things that you guys like to do to kind of decompress as a fighter and just bring things back and hit the reset button to keep you in a good clarity going into the fight and just mentally just stable? That's the best way I can put that. Because, going into a fight, especially a championship fight, I would imagine, your head's all over the place. You're probably playing out different scenarios, things like that. So what's something you guys like to do outside of fighting to kind of hit the reset button? And that can be going for a jog. That can be listening to music, video games, playing with dogs, fishing, whatever the hell you like to do. What do you guys do to kind of hit that reset button and kind of decompress? And let's start off with Devin.
Sorry about that. No, my family and friends are my biggest decompress. You know, my wife, my biggest supporter, my biggest, my biggest fan. You know, if I'm ever feeling some type of way, she's gonna make sure that I'm staying on topic of where I need to go. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna make sure my head's focused for the fight. And then, praying a lot, pray all the time, without the Lord giving me this body or my headset of what I'm doing, we wouldn't be able to go out there and do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, my family and friends are for sure my biggest decompress.
What about you, Sam?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Because of the hell I've been through, the crap that I've seen and shit. It's just another day in the office, bro. Like, I've always had to fight. I've always had to, like, defend somebody or protect my ass. You know what I'm saying? Just stuff like that. Or someone threatening my life and shit like that. So, I don't know, man. I get nervous and I feel the nerves and stuff, but it just feels normal. I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like anything that I have against anybody really, but like, we're going into hell, you know what I'm saying? And we're dealing with hell at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? So, also believe in God too. I'm angry with him right now because someone shouldn't have died in the way he died. So right now, like, I'm looking forward to this fight for sure because pissed off, man. So
I guess the question is, how do you temper those emotions going into a fight? And all three of you guys are fighters. I don't fight, but do you have an approach for how you're going to, I guess, just temper your emotions, whether you want to go into the fight with those emotions, or you want to kind of level it out? What's your sort of philosophy for that?
I don't know. I feel like fighting is when you step into the ring and you going with your opponent, is having that conversation with your fist goes a lot deeper than just words sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Understood.
So it's just, you're able to express a lot more in the ring, I feel like.
Oh, that's a good answer. And Sam, I wanted to give you a chance to answer that.
repeat that question.
I guess the question was, how do you manage your emotions going into the fight? It's kind of like what Michael asked, but in light of you bringing up what you did concerning different challenges you're dealing with, keeping those emotions in check, especially for a fight with these stakes, the championship's on the line. You're the heavyweight champion. You're, in a sense, the face of RDC at that point, right? And so how do you just stay calm and, I guess, not to try and let your emotions take over or get the best of you in a fight where hands are going to be thrown?
If I go in there, man, I'm just gonna like see how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna try to kill each other at the end of the day. So I mean, if he's calm, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got you. You know what I mean? He's gonna play something there. You know what I mean? But if he's nervous, I don't know. Like, because sometimes nervous fighters are dangerous fighters. So like,
No,
I'm gonna go in there and I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm probably gonna try to rush it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But if he shows me something, it's gonna be a good fight for sure.
got you. And like I said, not trying to get into game plans and things like that, but one question I think me and Michael ask a lot of fighters is, and Sam, you kind of brought it up loosely there, is how do you guys play the game of imposing your will versus kind of reading your opponent and reacting, right? Imposing your will, it's not even so much rushing. Like you saw the Pereira fight last night. He came in there and just went straight at Ankalaev. So how do you prefer, what's your approach to fighting in itself, right? Do you like to read your opponents? Do you like to just impose your will, or do you like to be flexible in a fight? Hey, maybe they're seeing this punch coming. Maybe they're defending my takedown, so I need to adjust. What's you guys' approach to the fight game, if that makes sense? And either of you can go with that.
my couple of fights, I've had guys just go straight for a takedown.
Mhm.
But I've always been happy about a good stand-up fight.
Okay.
But like that fight in New York, that guy Razor Gross didn't even want to like strike with me at all.
Mhm.
He just went straight for a takedown. So like I'm expecting the takedown, but it would be nice to strike with him. But at the end of the day, it's an MMA fight, so I'm looking for everything, really.
Understood. What about you, Dove?
I mean, it's chess. It's chess, not checkers. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So today we're thinking 3-4 moves ahead. So, we're just gonna, just try to see where we go, see what he's throwing, and that's gonna depend on what I'm going. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I started out with just like a boxing background. So,
Yeah.
sparring and brawling, stand up is what I like. But if we go, I've been training a lot all day, every day. So I mean, if we go to the ground, we go to the ground. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, understood. Michael, did you want to interject again?
Yeah. And this is for both of you. Have you guys kind of like analyzed each other? I'm just gonna ask. Do you guys see? I want you to name one strength that you guys noticed from each other going into this fight, and then off that question, how do you plan to neutralize that strength or style of your opponent?
Without getting too deep into game plans or anything
Yeah,
like that.
you ain't got to answer it if you don't want to. I know we'd be trying to keep the game plans close, but yeah, without going too deep in detail, how are you going to neutralize what you see as the biggest strength with your opponent?
I know. I say probably the biggest strength. I mean, I was looking. I do my research. You got experience. Street beefs. I see you being in street beefs quite a bit.
Yeah.
And then seeing that he's been fighting, training. Fight going back on YouTube for like 7 years ago. So that's probably going to be his biggest asset.
And I want to stay there for a second. What do you fall back to because you don't have as much experience, right? What do you sort of draw in within to say, all right, even though I don't have the experience edge, are you looking at, hey, I have the skill set? Is it just a general belief in yourself and your abilities? Sort of how do you go about, I guess, reducing that edge, so to speak?
Right. Well, I mean, I've been fighting my whole life. I never did in the cage fighting and stuff like that. But, so I have the knowledge and stuff with fighting, but now it's just learning the tactics and the little things of actually being in the ring, because being in the ring and street fighting are two different things. So just learning those things and bringing my skill set, my athleticism to fighting has definitely helped and picked up at great speeds. So
do you have any concerns about, because I think you said you're just starting with the new camp, right? A new team?
Right. Well, yeah, with this new team, I've been there for a couple months now.
Okay. So I guess the obvious answer is you're feeling confident in this new team and that won't hold you back or anything like that?
No.
Adjustment?
I'm feeling real confident with this team. We put in a lot of work, and the coach, Michael Myers, you know what I'm saying, he pushes me a lot, you know what I'm saying, to the breaking point, Can't tell you how many times I went there and throw my guts up because we just pushed him too hard. But he's a great coach. We work a lot and we work hard.
Gotcha. And I guess this is a question we like to ask fighters too, but how have you prepared mentally, training wise? How have you prepared to go the extra step should the fight get taken to that level? And what I mean by that is you guys are both exhausted. You're in the last round, and it's pretty much whoever is willing to go farther is going to win the fight, right? What self-work do you guys do to make sure that, hey, when it gets down to that point, I'm ready for the grind. I'm ready to withstand anything he has for me? And that's a question for both of you. Sam, we'll start with you.
All right, so you're saying that preparation, like, okay, my bad, bro.
No, you're good. The question, I didn't phrase it quite clearly. It's, are you prepared to go the extra mile should the fight get rough and in the nitty gritty? I guess that's my question.
I'm expecting a battle, man. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. I do not like quick fights at all. I'm gonna be straight up with you. I've trained too fucking hard to have a quick fight, and if it's a quick fight, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna enjoy it at all. it has to be a good fight. I think this guy is gonna give me a good fight, bro. And like, it's just I'm training my body for that. I'm training my body for 5 fucking I like all the fights I've been in that were quick. It is what it is. But like the ones that were long, I enjoyed it. I fucking had fun. You know what I'm saying? So like,
Right.
I want this fight to be long, bro. I want to see what this guy has. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I believe he will have the skill set. He's 2-0 and amateur. You know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting a good fight, bro. Like, for real.
Gotcha. That's good to hear. Devin, what about you?
No, it's definitely, I feel like it's definitely going to be a good fight. You know, we're training 3-4 rounds during 1 round, you know what I'm saying? Making sure you get that extra cardio in. So when we do get in the pocket, when it does get tough, you know what I'm saying? We're going to push through, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? There is no giving up. Once you step in the ring, you're in there, you know what I'm saying? So.
That's the best way to put it. Michael, what did you have to add on that?
So you guys both, it's safe to say you both are pretty confident that you're going to be coming out this fight victorious on both sides. So I guess my question to both of you is, what about your opponent makes you confident that you're going to be coming out on top in this fight? And that's kind of a direct question. That's a really direct question. I understand that, so you guys can answer it how you want to. But what about your opponent makes you confident that you're going to be victorious in this fight?
Or it could be what about yourself too. That works as well.
Right. I don't know. I feel like the work I put in, you know what I'm saying, and like the amount of willpower that I have in myself, and then just you know, the confidence. I feel like we're just gonna come out victorious. I mean, as every fighter is gonna say about themselves, you know what I'm saying? You just got that feeling, you know.
No, understood. I understand. Sam, what about you?
The amount of dogs I've been through the ring with, and like literally we try to like kill each other, man. So like, I'm hoping that this fight's gonna be that. And he says he's got confidence, we're gonna see what happens. Like, all the guys I've got in the cage with, they try to kill me. Even at Westside, we try to kill each other, and it's actually a bad thing, but it's also a good thing because it's kind of seeing like where you're at as far as like if you have that toughness or whatnot. So I'm going in there all respect, bro. I'm just gonna try to like go crazy for sure. But if he's technical enough and it's, you know what I'm saying, like he's accurate, I could see that, and he looks like he's a big guy. So I think this is gonna be a good fight, man, for real.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to see this fight, and I guess because we don't want to take up all of you guys' time, right? But and this question's for both of you once again. Have you guys envisioned yourself being champion already? And you know, what does your title reign entail? What's going to happen when either of you becomes champion? Are you going to look to keep the belt and take on and defend it? What does each of your title reigns look like should you win this upcoming bout? And Devin, we can start with you.
Man, I thought about it, and it's kind of mind blowing. Like if you know, when it happens, if it does happen, but like it's just starting, being 3-0 with the belt, coming back to my family, all my friends, people who didn't believe in me.
Yeah,
and it's like just proving everybody wrong. The feeling, you know what I'm saying, is, you know, it's gonna be great. But and of course, I mean, if we win, gotta defend it. You know what I'm saying? Can't just win and then just leave it. So you know what I'm saying? If we win, and then if anybody wants to come try to claim it, by all means, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, good answer. What about you, Sam?
So this is like my 4th belt to fight for. Won 2 of them, lost the other one because this guy's a D1 wrestler. So like, you know, the nerves won't be there. I've already won 2 belts already. And Tough Man, if you're familiar with it, You're not fighting
Yeah.
just one guy. You're fighting 3 guys to 4 guys, depending on how long the event is. So, Tough Man was 3 guys. Went through those guys. All respect to all of them. Like, they gave me a good fight. But I'm expecting this one. Hopefully, is not. If he doesn't show me anything that I'm familiar with, then it's going to be a good fight. But if I'm familiar with anything, it's going to probably be a game. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he doesn't show me anything that I'm familiar with. We'll see what happens.
There you go. That was a good answer. Did you have anything to add to that, Devin, as far as being familiar, or like you're gonna run with your game plan, right? But are you trying to come out there and surprise them, or are you gonna do you?
I'm just saying those videos and stuff. My 2 fights were a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of things have changed since then. But you know what I'm saying? We've been putting in a lot of work since then. So that's all I gotta say.
Oh, understood. Michael, did you want to provide any closing questions for our guests?
Yeah, we're gonna close it out. We appreciate both of y'all coming on the show. I did have one more question as we close it out. Is there anything you guys want to say directly to each other going into this fight? And what are the predictions? Are we predicting an all-out war? I know Sam said earlier he's trying to go in there and finish. So what are the predictions? And do you guys have anything to say directly to each other right now before you step in the cage on October 25th? And we can start with Sam.
Oh, with me first?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. Respect you, Devin, bro. Takes a man to get in there, bro, especially in front of people and fight, bro. And you fight another man. So I'm gonna give you respect for that for sure. You seem like a very good guy, bro. Very professional cat for real, bro. Character goes a long way, bro. Especially in my years of fighting. I've seen them all. I've seen all the guys that talk shit. I've seen the guys that were humble, all that shit, bro. So like, yeah, man, I'm gonna keep this shit respectful because you're doing the same. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is a game where we're risking our life. We're putting ourselves on the line. So at the end of the day, bro, like, respect to you, bro. I want you to give me a fight, bro. All right, for real. Let me feel good, bro, in this fight. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Great answer. What about you, Devin?
No, I like that answer. It's good. It's good. No, all respects to Sam. You know what I'm saying? He's been in this game for a while. It's gonna be a good fight for sure. Like, you know what I'm saying? We 2 men who I've been seeing that a lot of people has been canceling fights on him. A lot of people have been canceling fights on my end. So just to actually have a fight coming up where we gonna have two good fighters coming in and actually putting on a good show for the crowd, I'm excited. I'm really excited. It's been a minute, and for it to be a title makes it even more exciting. We got to put on a good show. You know, at the end of the day, we're there to beat each other up. You know, win a title, but you know, it's also we got to put on a show for the people. So I mean, if that means going all 5 rounds and all out bloodbath, then I guess that's what we're doing. Like,
Then it is what it is, right?
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
No, we want to thank you guys for being on the show, being on the platform. This is my first time talking to you guys. I think you guys might know Michael better than you know me, but it was a pleasure. Thank you guys for doing this. I appreciate it. And if you guys wanted to say any last minute shout outs, the fight date, RDC Heavyweight Championship, everybody tap in, man.
Gym, sponsorships, anything.
Gym sponsorships. Did you guys want to make any shout outs?
Yeah, any shout outs before we close it out, man?
Oh yeah, I got to give it to my man Michael Myers over at Myers MMA. You know, great coach. He's been putting in a lot of work into me. We just put in so much work. Got him, Ben. You know, I got my other trainer Edgar. You know, we put in a lot of work, and just Spartans. You know what I'm saying? We go crazy.
Yes, sir. What about you, Sam?
Oh, shout out to Westside, my old gym. RDC Championships, the gym down there at Hot Springs. So I appreciate them letting me in there training with them. Westside, I appreciate them for letting me go in there and get my ground up. Any sponsors, hey, I'm available. Give me a shout out if you wanna, I'll
What he
sponsor
said.
you, I'll make you look good, shit like that, So like, but also Rock City MMA, also a good gym. Ashton's over it right now. So like, shout out to Ashton. He's a great fighter. It's a great gym. It's a great training. John Chitwood is up in there. So y'all go in there, man. If anybody wants to go there, it's right there off of Bowman. So check it out. And also, RDC as well, bro. It's a good gym too. So you already know West Side. Everybody's going to West Side. That's about it, man.
Well, we appreciate both y'all coming on the show, taking time out of your day. Me and Harrison, Adrian, we all appreciate when the fighters can take time out of their day to come on the show. We really do. Best of luck to both of you. You got me hyped up. I'm ready for the fight. I'll be watching on Facebook Live. So, yeah, that's it, man. RDC 22, Hugo, Oklahoma. Sam Wallace versus Devin McVay for the heavyweight championship MMA belt.
When's the date?
October 25th, I believe.
October 25th, end of the month. For anybody who follows us, we might be running a live stream. So feel free to join me, Michael, Adrian. We're going to probably watch the heavyweight championship, man. We're going to watch it together. Also, if any businesses are watching, please feel free to sponsor these fighters. Upstanding guys who are going to put your brand on blast. Devin and Sam. So please feel free to just shoot a message in the comments, anything like that. Once this video is posted, reach out to these fighters. These guys would benefit from your support. And RDC upcoming October 25th, heavyweight championship. We'll touch base with you guys, and we're going to come back around for those post-fight interviews, win or loss. That's one more thing. Me and Michael are going to be here. So whether you guys have fight announcements you want to make, news you want to break, feel free to tap in with us and we'll give you the platform. Because once a guest comes over here, we don't want to act like we're strangers and they just came once and then we just let them go about their way. A lot of the people who come on here, we like to stay in touch with them and stuff like that. So we appreciate it again. Michael, you want to sign us out?
Yeah, this is Draconian Combat, episode 89, Face Off, Sam Wallace versus Devin McVay. We are out. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.